This video is about reported speech, der Konjunktiv I. There are two different types of subjunctive, Konjunktiv. Konjunktiv II subjunctive is used for hypothetical, potential, unlikely, or contrary to the fact statements. Think the coulda, woulda, shouldas. It is also used for wishes and polite requests. See the subjunctive video. Both English and German have a special subjunctive. In German, this is called Konjunktiv I. This special subjunctive is mostly not used and was more popular in the past. An example of this special subjunctive would be, so be it, or long live the king. This type of subjunctive is mostly used in third-person commands, or, in German, it is really popular to use Konjunktiv I to restate what someone else has said or claimed to be true. We call this reported speech. In this way, the speaker is not claiming that they support the claim, just stating that someone else said it. An example of reported speech in English would be, the politician said that she was an honest person, versus the politician said that she is an honest person. English is not as good at using this special subjunctive, but German is. You will see it used often in newspapers, articles, reports, indirect discourse, etc. We learned in Konjunktiv II that the most common verb for subjunctive is would. That verb is würde, and it has endings nothing, st, nothing, en, t, en. The formula was simple past stem plus umlaut plus endings. We learned that aside from wäre, hätte, and the modal verbs, all other verbs are best used with würde plus infinitive. This is true. It is not common to use other verbs in Konjunktiv II. Konjunktiv I works for all verbs, and they look different. Since there are so few verbs in Konjunktiv II, I use the stem plus e as the normal stem for the verbs. It makes conjugating them easier. For Konjunktiv I, it will probably be easier for you to think of stems differently. The stem for Konjunktiv I will be the present tense verb, not the simple past verb, minus en. You will also add endings. The endings are e, est, e, en, et, en. You can see why I left the e on the stem before. All forms, in both Konjunktiv II and Konjunktiv I, have e, so why not? It is up to you how you wish to memorize them. An example of one of these verbs conjugated would be spielen, to play, as our infinitive. We need to find the stem, which means we take off the en and we get spiel. We add endings to conjugate and get ich spiele, du spielest, sie spiele, wir spielen, ihr spielet, sie und sie spielen. Some forms look like the present tense. This could be used if an interviewer spoke with a golfer and reported that he said he plays every day. Spiele jeden Tag Golf. All verbs are regular, regardless of whether they had been stem vowel changers, strong, etc. The formula is the stem, which is the infinitive minus en, plus endings. Let's try a verb. Endings again are e, est, e, en, et, en. We're going to start with fahren, to drive. If you would like to conjugate this on your own, pause the video now. Fahren is the infinitive. We need to subtract en in order to get the stem. Then we add endings. We have ich fahre, du fahrest, sie es fahre, wir fahren, ihr fahret, sie und sie fahren. You can see that Konjunktiv I looks like the present tense, except it has an extra e in du and ihr forms, and instead of t for sie es, there is an e ending. There is only one verb exception, and it is, as always, sein, to be. Here, sein looks more like its imperative form. We get ich sei, du seist, sie es sei, wir seien, ihr seiet, sehen Sie sein. German uses es sei denn as unless. This is one instance where you would see sein used in Konjunktiv I. Remember, this is not Konjunktiv II. Konjunktiv I is for reported speech and third-person commands. Special subjunctive has 4 tenses. We're going to go through each tense and use examples for both English and German. For present tense, we have she says that she buys books, or she says that she is rich. In German, this is sie kaufe Bücher, or sie sei reich. For past tense, we have she says that she has bought books, or she says that she has been rich. Sie habe Bücher gekauft, or sie sei reich gewesen. For the future, we have she says that she will buy books, or she says that she will be rich. In German, this is sie werde Bücher kaufen, or sie werde reich sein. For future perfect, we have she says that she will have bought books, or she says that she will have been rich. In German, sie werde Bücher gekauft haben, or sie werde reich gewesen sein. I used the same 2 sentences for each tense so that you can compare how they change in English among the tenses and see how they translate into German. For example, you can see that in the past, you use a formula for the perfect, which is helping verb plus past participle. The helping verb is a form of haben or sein in the Konjunktiv I, and the past participle is the same as they have always been. You would use other tenses as needed, but still for reported speech and third-person commands. For example, you might see past tense Konjunktiv I if a person is interviewed about their past actions and someone writes an article about it. Now we have examples for you to turn into Konjunktiv I. Number 1 is a news article, which would be reported speech. Beyoncé says she is pregnant. Number 2 would be a third-person command, may God help you. Number 3 would be an old-fashioned command or direction. One bakes the cookies for 10 minutes. Number 4, an interview, again reported speech. He said he has no money. Number 5, reported speech. You said that you wanted to help her, but you were busy. Number 6, a third-person command. Thanks be to God, it is Friday. Pause the video now and try these on your own. You should have Beyoncé sagt, sie sei schwanger. Möge Gott dir helfen. For number 3, man backe die Kekse 10 Minuten. For number 4, sagte, habe kein Geld. For number 5, du wollest ihr helfen, aber du seist beschäftigt. Number 6, Gott sei Dank es ist Freitag. Many of these are third person. It is easy to notice Konjunktiv I in third person because of the verb ending. Some other forms just look like present tense. You can see all forms in slides 2 and 3 with spielen, fahren, and sein.